Third one taken, or next we take next quantum number taken, magnetic quantum number. Magnetic quantum number M. It is second symbol M, L, or simply M. Many sources you may find symbol M or ML is found in NCERT, so you can use symbol M, L better way, or M simply. I am using symbol M for only simplicity. So what magnetic quantum number can have values first of all. So what are the values for the magnetic quantum numbers? It can have values of M depending on the value of L. M can have values minus L to 0 to plus L. The value of M have range from minus L through to plus L through 0. Like if I take here, again you can see here, this value of M is depending on the value of L. So if I take here, let us take for S orbital, what is value of L? 0. So what is value of M? Single value 0 only. For P orbitals or subshell P, L can have value of equal to 1. So M have 3 values, minus 1, 0, plus 1. For D orbitals, L have value 2, so M can have 5 values, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. While for F orbitals, L is 3, so M can have values minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, and plus 3. So when the value of L taken is 0, 1, 2, 3, they describe the values of M. Now we can take each value of M will signify one orbital. Each value of M, but it is now not same. For given it depends on the value of only L, so each value of M will signify one orbital. Meaning what? Subshell P have single value of M meaning one orbital. Subshell L is 1, so M have 3 values indicating 3 orbitals. Subshell taken L is taken 2, so M have 5 values, so indicating 5 orbitals. Whereas for F orbitals, we have M 7 values, so 7 value indicate 7 orbitals. So what we can write as a whole, that each value of M gives one orbital or describe one orbital. So the possible values of M are giving the number of possible orientations, or I can use word here orbitals in a given subshell. So that is first point here. A value of M is depending on the value of L. Value of L is depending on the value of N. सारा इंटरकनेक्टेड है तीनों यहाँ पे. कैसे आपने कहा था M can have value 1 2 3 4, then L can have value 0 to n minus 1, and now M can have values minus L to 0 to plus L including 0. So this is the variation, and then each value of M can signify or can tell one orbital. Now what is the significance of this different values of the M? We have given you one term earlier, if you can recall, in the drawbacks of Bohr's atomic model. In the drawbacks of Bohr's model, we have taken one topic. That model couldn't explain G-man effect or Stark effect. What is G-man effect? That is the splitting of a single spectral line into several lines under the effect of magnetic field. Or what is Stark effect? In the electric field, a line can show splitting into several lines. So into how many lines a single line can split? On applying this magnetic field, basically is given by the number of orbitals. So these values of M, they are basically describing the number of orbitals, meaning number of possible orientations that the orbitals can acquire for a given shape. So that is the significance of M. Let's come on that point. Now what is significance of M? M signify basically orientation. If they ask question what is significance of M, it signify orientation. इसका simple meaning क्या है? Meaning of orientation. देखिए बहुत simple इसका meaning है. इसका meaning क्या होता है? It is the directions. We can take directions along which the orbitals can align. Along which orbitals can align in presence of magnetic field or electric field. In presence of magnetic field. In presence of magnetic field or electric field. So means on application of electric or magnetic field, we have the orbitals, they can align in different directions. That directions only is meaning here or is called orientation. If we take the shapes we have described in the previous, quantum numbers can be elaborated slightly more using this magnetic quantum number, including the orientation. Now if I take the shapes of orbitals with orientation, can be explained here. So in the shapes, if I take first shape of s orbitals, what is their shape? Their shape is spherical shape. So if I take the shape of s orbitals, we can write here shape of it is nucleus. Then we can draw the shape of one s orbital in two way. One s orbital means we can write electrons at different points here. We can draw two way the shape of s orbitals. Center we can take is nucleus, and it is taken the shape of one s orbital. This shape can be drawn by one more way. It is nucleus. You can draw one boundary, in which the probability means that boundary basically including all the possibilities or maximum possibility or probabilities of finding electrons. It is called as, again shape of only one s orbital, it is called as boundary surface diagram. It is called as electron cloud method or electron cloud diagrams. Electron cloud diagram. Without any boundary when we draw, it is called electron cloud structure or arrangement or diagrams. But when we draw boundary, it is then called boundary surface diagram. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? देखिए इन इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लाउड मेथड और बाउंड्री सरफेस डायग्राम, they are basically indicating same thing. But normally what happens, it can go up to infinity. Difference दोनों में क्या है? It can, electron probability can go up to infinity even though negligible. But in this case we enclose a space in which the probability of finding electron become maximum. We can say maximum is about more than 90%. We cannot write complete but more than 90%, because probability of finding electron here can be somewhat sometime slightly away, so we cannot include entire probability. So anyway we draw there, this diagram becomes simplified, so we draw such diagram for the shape of the orbitals. Now you can have one doubt, we have discussed right now a subshell S can contain 2 electron maximum. Then how we draw so many electrons? So they are not electrons, remember. Even though we can have single electron for hydrogen atom, even though we may have single electron for hydrogen atom, but that electron can occupy all these different possibilities, positions. Electron can be found at one point, second point, next point, and at many more points. Electrons may be found at many more points. समझ में आ रहा है point? तो electrons can be found at many more points. That if you think example like कि suppose we have a camera and it is possible इन क्लासिकल वे कि कैमरा है, फिजिकली हम मानते पॉसिबल है, इलेक्ट्रॉन आपको दिख रहा है, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन आपका घूम रहा है इसमें अराउंड न्यूक्लियस, तो यू टेक द इलेक्ट्रॉन वन फोटोग्राफ, वन क्लिक. After some time, electron can be going to other position. Take second photograph. Again, next point. So you take a large number of photographs of the electrons, जो भी आपको दिखेंगे, and then you take all the diagrams are overlapping. All the pictures when overlap, they can give different points or positions where electrons may be found. That only positions are drawn in these diagrams. So by definition, what is orbital? It is 3D space in which the probability of finding electron is maximum. It is 3D space in which the probability of finding electron is maximum. So we are drawing the probability diagram only in the given space. So that is the shape for s orbital 1s, and only both the shapes are representing same 1s orbital. In s orbitals, you can draw the shape for also 2s, 3s orbitals. Let us draw. If we take the shape of 2s orbitals or 3s orbital, it is nucleus. I am writing plus charge on nucleus. This can be the shape of 2s orbital. They will have one nodal region, or you can take radial node, radial or spherical node. Spherical node. What is node or nodal point means? Node can be taken just opposite of orbital. What is orbital? The 3D space where the probability of finding electron is maximum. So what is node? It can be taken the space where the probability of finding electrons is negligible. Means you can take practically, if it is taken perfect node, they should have no probability, zero probability of finding the electron. But normally it is very, you can take negligible. So zero word is not true in true sense, but you can use the word here negligible. The space where the probability of finding electron is negligible, that space is called as node. What is orbital? The space where the probability of finding electron is maximum is called orbital. उसका just opposite होता है node. That can be taken shape of 2s orbital. If I take shape of 3s orbital, it is taking the shape of 3s orbitals. It have got two radial nodes. The probability of finding electron is negligible. In the given space, we have two rings, spherical rings, in which the probability of finding electron is negligible. We can have two spherical nodes for 3s orbital, and here only one we have radial node. Radial node or spherical node are same thing. एक्चुअली कैलकुलेशन ऑफ देन यू कैन हैव डाउट कि कैसे निकालेंगे कितने रेडियल नोड होते हैं. तो ये फॉर्मूलाज फॉर कैलकुलेशन ऑफ नंबर ऑफ रेडियल नोड्स और one term more is called angular nodes or nodal planes. One formula is there we can use directly in solving questions, that we can take number of radial or spherical nodes is equal to n minus l minus 1. Number of radial or spherical nodes for a given orbital is equal to n minus l minus 1, and then the number of nodal planes, they are also called as angular nodes. Angular nodes is equal to L. Number of radial or spherical nodes is equal to n minus l minus 1, whereas number of radial angular nodes, that is same as nodal planes, is equal to L. The value of L or n are required for radial nodes or spherical nodes, or for calculation of nodal planes for a given orbital. This formula that you can keep in mind for attempting question like, if I take for this 2s orbital, it has got how many radial nodes. So for this case, what is formula wise कितना आएगा radial nodes? n कितना है इसमें 2. For s orbital, l is 0 minus 1, so we will be having 1 will be radial nodes. If we take for 3s orbital, what is number of radial nodes for 3s orbitals? n is 3 minus 0 minus 1, 2. So for 3s orbital they have got two radial nodes. For 2s orbital we have got one radial node. That is formula for calculation of radial nodes. Okay, for a given orbital, number of radial nodes is equal to, radial node is same as spherical node, is equal to n. n क्या है? प्रिंसिपल क्वांटम नंबर माइनस l. l क्या आपका azimuthal क्वांटम नंबर माइनस 1. Whereas radial number of angular nodes or nodal planes is equal to l. Okay, that is the shape of s orbitals. Now we can take subcell s spherical s orbitals. They do not have nodal planes because they are spherical shape of orbitals, so they can't have nodal planes. They only can contain radial nodes. Now for p orbitals, shape is dumbbell shape. What is value of l? l have value equal to 1. So m have three possible values: -1, 0 and +1. These three value indicate three orbitals. If I draw by box here, 3 value can indicate 3 orbitals of same energy. Subcell S will have 3 orbitals. Now if you draw the shapes first here of p orbitals, and this 3 value can also indicate 3 orientations. 3 value can indicate 3 orientations. So if I suppose right here, 3 value can, let's say this can be taken, one is px, one is py, one is pz. We have taken shape is what? Dumbbell shape. That dumbbell shape can align in 3 orientations, 3 directions. Three value can indicate 3 orbitals. If it is suppose x, y, z axis, upon our choice. So if we draw px orbital, 3 indicate 3 orbital like px, py and pz, depending along which direction the probability of finding electron is maximum, or the lobes is lying along which direction. When you take for px orbital, the lobes is lying along x direction, it is called px orbital. In py, the lobes are lying along the y direction, and here along the z direction. The lobes are lying along the z directions. Lobes are basically enclosing the highest probability of finding electron. The lobes are the space where the probability of finding electron is highest. The two lobes are almost spherical. The two lobes are almost spherical. Put together. Now for the given nodes, they have nodal planes. Now for the L value is 1, they can indicate how many nodal planes per orbital. This L equal to 1 indicating one angular node per orbital. They indicating one angular node or nodal plane per orbital. So in which direction they can have nodal plane? Nodal plane will be lying onto remaining directions. Like for px orbital, the nodal plane is lying which direction? If you take the plane along which the nodal plane is lying, nodal plane will be lying in yz direction, here xz direction, and here xy direction. The nodal plane will be lying for px orbital in yz plane, here in xz plane, and there in xy plane. How to draw in simplified diagram here? The nodal plane, if I draw the nodal plane, this can be taken nodal plane for this. YZ plane, we have nodal plane lying here. In this case, the nodal plane can lie in the xz direction. So we can draw along accordingly here. It is nodal plane. It is yz direction. Nodal plane lying in the xz direction, and here the nodal plane can lie in the xy direction because it is perpendicular. So nodal plane will be lying in the x y direction for this pz orbital. So nodal plane can be drawn for the orbitals like p, d, f only. I hope it's clear. You can pause and draw the diagram, try to understand yourself, and then you can move further. So this three value can indicate three values. Now one thing more to remember, if I assume that z direction as the molecular axis, in that case if z direction is molecular axis, in that kind of example arrangement, 0 indicating pz orbital, plus minus or plus 1 or minus 1 can indicate either px or py. They can indicate the value negative 1 or plus 1 can indicate px or py orbitals. Value of m plus minus 1 can indicate px or py orbital. 0 can indicate pz orbital, because as a common reference, z axis is taken as the molecular axis, which is forming sigma bonds up and bonding mein. So that is the point taken here. Okay, for pz orbital m is 0. For x or y, we can have value of m minus 1 or plus 1. Okay, that is shape for p orbitals. Now the shape of d orbitals, let us see. Now if we take for d orbitals, what is L value? 2. So m can have 5 values: minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. 5 value indicate 5 orientations. 5 value indicate 5 orientations. So if I draw 5 orbitals here, 5 d orbitals taken in this case, so they are falling in two groups. I can draw. You can draw 5 orbitals. Now in this case, in one set of orbitals, I will just write in simplified diagram here. In one set of orbitals, the probability of finding electron is highest in between the lobes. it is called dxy, it is dyz, it is dxz. The probability of finding electron is higher between the xy direction, so called dxy. Electrons you can draw in the given lobes. See, the lobes become thinner. If you take d orbitals, lobes are much thinner as compared to lobes of the p orbitals. Then second side taken is, it is pronounced as d x square minus y square. It is pronounced as d z square orbital. It is d z square orbital. It have a circular ring. It have a circular ring of high probability of finding electron. Ring of high electron density in the orbital taken dz square orbital. So what we can see here, so they can be taken in two groups. In one group of orbitals, if I write here, one group of orbitals taken this three orbital, taken first one here. For these three orbitals, the probability of finding electron is highest in between the axis. In between the axis xy, yz or xz orbitals, whereas for the given orbital taken, two remaining orbitals, if I take or label them as dx square minus y square or dz square orbitals, for these two orbitals the probability of finding electron is highest along the axis. For these two orbitals, the probability of finding electrons is highest along the axis. The lobes are lying along the axis. In these two orbitals, the lobes are lying along the axis, whereas for these orbitals, the lobes are lying in between the axis. The lobes are lying in between the axis. So I hope it is clear. Lobes are lying along which directions? We can explain from this magnetic quantum number for d orbitals. Again by assumption, let us take one next point. In d orbitals, where we can have nodal planes, we can take per d orbital, we can have two nodal planes by the formula. So how to draw the nodal planes for d orbitals? What direction they can have? Let us see. Now, if it is taken for d orbitals, we can have five nodal planes which are designated as dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square minus y square and dz square orbitals. So again by taking z axis as the reference axis, we can take m value is 0 for dz square orbital. सिंपल है, अगर आपका एक z आएगा तो एक कम कर देंगे, दो z आएगा तो दोनों कम कर दिया आपने. अगर उसमें z नहीं है तो कितना होगा? वैल्यू 2. लाइक m कैन हैव वैल्यू फॉर dxy, m कैन हैव वैल्यू प्लस माइनस 2. यहाँ z नहीं है तो प्लस माइनस 2. यहाँ पे एक z है तो प्लस माइनस 1. यहाँ भी एक z है तो प्लस माइनस 1. यहाँ पे z नहीं तो क्या हुआ? प्लस माइनस 2. और यहाँ पे कितना है? 0 value for the m. Now if they have taken 5 orbitals, in which directions they can have nodal planes? For dxy orbital, they have nodal plane in xz plane and yz plane. And for dyz orbitals, they have nodal planes in xy or dxz plane. For dxz, xy and yz plane. You can see one pattern you are getting here. आपका देखिए तीन आपके इसमें कंडीशन आएगा इसमें. इन दिस थ्री dxy, dyz, dxz, देयर आर थ्री पॉसिबिलिटीज. आपका एक है तो जो बचेंगे दो में से यहाँ जाएंगे नोडल प्लेन्स में. यहाँ पे yz है तो क्या बच गया? xy zx यहाँ जाएगा. इन xz के आपका बचेगा ये दो बचेंगे तो आपको यहाँ जाएंगे इन नोडल प्लेन्स. आपका था ना इफ यू टेक शेप वाइज दे कैन हैव द नोडल, दिस इज द ऑर्बिटल्स, तो वी हैव नोडल प्लेन्स इन टू डायरेक्शन रिमेनिंग हियर. इस तरह से. So that is the way for drawing the nodal plane. For dx square minus y square, we can have nodal planes these directions. They can explain. For dz square orbitals, they don't exactly have nodal planes, which are difficult to see because they have a circular ring around the nucleus. So it is difficult, but they can be drawn to have two conical nodal surfaces. If I take, suppose it is taken d z square orbital, it is circular ring. It make it difficult to have nodal planes, but you can draw in this case conical nodal surfaces. That is two conical nodal surfaces we can have for the d z square orbitals. Okay, that is about the d orbitals, nodes, shapes or values of m. Now next can be taken f orbitals. f orbitals shape is again quite complicated. आपको समझ में एक बार आते नहीं ढंग से है और आपको चाहिए भी नहीं है. एग्जाम में भी क्वेश्चन पूछता नहीं कि शेप क्या ड्रॉ करना है, बट आपका इनका शेप पूरा क्लियर आपको होना चाहिए. शेप ऑफ एस पी डी ऑर्बिटल्स, कैलकुलेशन ऑफ नोड्स, नोडल रीजन्स, नोडल प्लेन्स, रेडियल नोड्स और स्फेरिकल नोड्स which are depending on the value of the L or n minus that value n or L. Now next can be taken shape of f orbitals. Now coming for the next f orbitals, the shapes of f orbitals are quite complicated, difficult to study. So I'm just giving the list. Even the list is not required, not relevant for your examinations. So if you take L value 3, it is for f orbitals, f subshell. We will have 7 values for the m, plus minus 3 to plus 3 by the sequence minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. And then we can have 7 values indicating 7 orbitals, 7 f orbitals, which are 7 f orbitals which have been listed here. M can have value plus minus 3. Then we can have this orbital 2 orbital possible here. Fx, x square minus 3y square. Fy, y square minus 3x square. Then we can have m value plus minus 2. We can have again 2 orbitals for 1 plus and 1 minus. Fxy, xyz, fz, x square minus 3y square. And then m can be plus minus 1. So we will have xz square, fyz square. And m is 0 indicating fz cube. That the values. Now you might feel कि सर ये प्लस और माइनस का मीनिंग क्या है. प्लस माइनस बेसिकली it can be taken the orbital angular momentum components, how they align. So you can take here the positive values. इसको आप नोट कर लीजिए पॉइंट को. Positive values of magnetic quantum number, we can take symbol m or ml. It describes the orbital angular momentum component in the direction of applied magnetic field, while the negative values of m indicates for those components which are in opposite directions of the applied magnetic field. If it is taken applied magnetic field, the value of m can be aligned accordingly here. 0 plus in the direction of magnetic field, negative means direction opposite to the applied magnetic field. That is how these values are given, plus or minus. So that is taken this magnetic quantum number and f orbitals arrangement. Now some more points can be taken here from this magnetic quantum number. Like it can tell that z component. Z component, उसका meaning क्या होता है? Let us explain to you. One small term is more taken about this m significance, ml or magnetic quantum number. It also represents a quantized value of z component of angular momentum. For the angular momentum we have component z component, where we can take it is angular momentum of electron in the orbital by the given expression. Expression can be given for z component of angular momentum Lz, z direction indicated here m h upon 2 pi. If theta is the angle between z axis and the angular momentum vector, then you can write here Lz can also be written as L cos theta. We have taken earlier the expression of L orbital angular momentum root L into L plus 1 h upon 2 pi, replacing this here and then this writing this side here. So this can be taken how much? Root L into L plus 1 h upon 2 pi cos theta. Or from here you can write m will be how much? Root L into L plus 1 cos theta. When you equate h upon 2 pi, cancelling out both sides, so n can be given root L into L plus 1 cos theta. So it is not much asked question, in fact not given question in examination, but वन टर्म इज स्पेशली z कंपोनेंट, उसका मीनिंग होता है, रिलेशन हम ले सकते हैं इसका विद द ऑर्बिटल एंगुलर मोमेंटम and z axis. Okay, now if we have taken for each subshell, we can have several values of the m. What the several value of m denotes? Like we have taken for s subshell, single orbital is there, fine, but subshell p have 3 orbitals, px, py, pz. For subshell d we can have 5 orbitals already listed there, and for f we have 7 orbitals. Now what about the energy of these orbitals in same subshell? Let us explain this point to you. Now if I denote one orbital by one box, so if I suppose right here s subshell, it have got single value of single orbital, m was 1, so only one orbital. Subshell p will have 3 value for m indicating 3 orbitals. Subshell d can have 5 values of m when L was taken, 2, m will have 5 values, they represent 5 orbitals, 5 d orbitals. F can represent 7 f orbitals. We have 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 1. So what actually this means? If you take in same subshell, all the orbitals will have same energy. We call them what? We call them degenerate orbitals. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? They are same energy orbitals. When the energy will be same for all the orbitals in same subshell, we call them degenerate orbitals. We call them degenerate orbitals. Why? Because energy will be same for all 3 orbitals, all 5 d orbitals, all 7 f orbitals. So within same subshell the energy will be same of all the orbitals. About energy, when they belong to different subshells or different orbits, then for energy we will study the this point, how to decide energy in topic electronic configuration using one rule called as n plus l rule or Bohr-Bury rule, that explains in multi-electron system how the energy can differ on changing orbits and the subshells. We'll come on that point. This energy will one point remember more, energy can remain same especially for d or f orbitals only when there is no external field. आप पढ़ेंगे आगे when you take chapter coordination compounds or in complex salts or compounds, ionic compounds, complex compound formation, the energy of all 5 d orbital will not remain same in different geometries. Like geometry can be tetrahedral or octahedral, tetragonal, square planar. Energy of all 5 d orbital will not remain same in the complex formations. Okay, so that point we will discuss. So anyway we can write here, we have for subshell S single orbital, p subshell 3 orbitals of same energy, subshell D 5 orbitals of same energy, subshell F 7 orbitals of same energy. We call them what? Degenerate orbitals. तो इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? सेम एनर्जी ऑर्बिटल्स कहाँ पे होंगे? अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन सबके होंगे इन द सेम सबशेल, तब उनका एनर्जी सेम होता है. ठीक है, इट इज अबाउट योर डीजेनरेट ऑर्बिटल्स, indicative by the values of n. Now it is taken up to quantum number taken m or ml. Now next we take quantum number taken is spin quantum number. Let's come next point. We take next spin quantum number, symbol taken s or ms. As per NCERT, symbol taken ms, the better we remember the symbol ms, but commonly written as still small s, indicative of the spin quantum number. What does quantum number signify? This quantum number signify about means it is about we can take rotation of electron on its own axis. On its own axis. See, when electron is moving around the nucleus, in circular motion or any other motion, they're moving around the nucleus. So what happened? Electron can have two possibilities: electron moving on its own axis along with the moving around the nucleus. So if it is taken nucleus of two different atoms, they are taken two electrons. It is axis passing around which the electron can rotate. So electron can rotate either in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, around the nucleus, the electron will show rotation in circular motion, or can take in different orbitals. They can acquire other kind of elliptical orbits as well, but at the same time the electron is also rotating on its own axis. Electron is also rotating on its own axis. That rotation of electron on its own axis will give this spin quantum number. Give spin quantum number, value of S or M, S I can write here, indicate either plus half or minus half. Now you should be very clear on this point, okay, that the value of spin quantum number can be plus half or minus half is not indicative of electron spinning motion in clockwise direction or in anti-clockwise direction. Spin, we can write here value taken of S plus half may indicate electron rotating on its own axis, maybe in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. In both the case, value of S plus half or minus half can indicate that the electron can rotate either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. There are simply two quantum mechanical states. There are two quantum mechanical states which do not explain some classical analog. We cannot write K plus half. Actually, we can write two electron also as one is called spin up and second called spin down. But again, be careful or remember, spin up or down do not indicate the value plus half or minus half, or clockwise or anti-clockwise do not indicate plus half or minus half values. All these values, direction of electron spinning motion can have only two possibilities. Direction of electrons spinning motion can have two only possibilities. One is clockwise or one is anti-clockwise. You can write them by either writing spin up or spin down, or you can write them by values taken only two. See, difference is always one between two consecutive quantum numbers. So it is taken difference how much? 1 unit from plus half to minus half. The value given accordingly. There is again 50% probability of rotating of electron on its own axis, maybe in clockwise or in anti-clockwise direction. So the value can be given accordingly, plus half or minus half. I hope it is clear. Now this can explain the magnetic properties of the substances. Magnetic properties I will explain to you a bit more in topic electronic configurations. When we write the element electronic configurations, some substances can contain unpaired electrons, we call them paramagnetic. Some others which have no unpaired electrons will be called diamagnetic. So paired unpaired निकालते कैसे हैं? After writing elements configuration. So that point I'll cover there, but it can signify like one more term taken here. It can explain the spin angular momentum of electron. Spin angular momentum of electron, it can be given by the relation root s into s plus 1 h upon 2 pi or h cross. S into S plus 1 H bar or H cross. It is given by the term spin only. We can take this spin angular momentum, where S will be having the value half in magnitude. S taken half. Okay? So it is about the spin angular momentum of electron given by this expression root s into s plus 1 h upon 2 pi or root s into s plus 1 h bar. H upon 2 pi can be written as h bar. This can explain the magnetic properties where relation will be called as mu s. That I will explain to you when I will explain the electronic configurations. Okay, that is about your 4 quantum numbers which have been used here. These quantum numbers we can take first N, L, M. They come from the quantum mechanical model. They will make the entirely orbital. But for orbital, this spin quantum number have no significance, not required for orbital description. They are only for electrons, their spinning motion on their own axis, which can be having 2 possibilities. Accordingly, values given of only 2 values of the spin quantum number, plus half or minus half. Symbol taken ms or s. Okay, so that is about your quantum numbers. Now, using these quantum numbers for the elements, we can write electronic configurations. So that is our next topic, writing down the elements electronic configurations.